Welcome to week 5 of Upwards basketball. I'm Jennifer Moronis. I'm glad you are here. I grew up in Houston, Texas, and my husband and I were married in Houston, and we had our first child in Houston. The home that we lived in was about 2 blocks from the bay. And in Houston, we have really big cockroaches. And they're the kind that fly at you no matter what. This particular summer, these huge cockroaches would somehow find a way in and underneath our door, and I would always see it in the morning, but usually it was dead by the time I got to it. So our son was about the age where he's crawling around and putting everything in his mouth, and so every morning I was very careful to make sure that I found the dead cockroach and threw it away. So this particular day, I found the cockroach, threw it away, flushed it down the toilet, and I was cooking in the kitchen, and Jaden was underneath the table, the dining room table, and I looked over and I noticed that he had something black in his cute, chubby little hands. And so I thought, that's kind of odd. That's kind of big, something sticking out on both ends. So I went over and I realized, oh my gosh, like there was a second cockroach. So I went to open up his fingers and try to pry it out, but those of you who have small children, you know, like they get these superpowers when they're really small, and you cannot, for the life of me, I could not open up his little fist. And he gets so mad at me, and he starts to get a red face, and he's like just screaming at me. I mean, he doesn't talk, but he's like, ah! And I keep saying, you do not want to eat this. Like, it's still soft, you know, even though he's kind of dead, it's super gross. I'm like, no, 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 you do not want to eat this. And he keeps trying to put it in his mouth, and he's fighting me. And eventually, I get it out of his hand, and he is just throwing himself back, pitching a fit. And I keep saying, I have some graham crackers over here. Graham crackers, I have cereal, anything but the cockroach. And I kind of just sensed that God was, you know, just using that as a lesson in my life. Like, there's some things that I've held on to in life. I mean, I would fight for even that were not good for me. And I just wasn't able, I just couldn't even fathom the greatness that God had for me in the midst of certain circumstances. If you haven't had the opportunity or taken the time to just walk closer to God, just talk to Him, ask Him any questions, I just encourage you to do that. He has something so much better than you could possibly imagine. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the second half.